Hey guys, so today's video is going to be kind of a review slash demo of another product. Today I am going to be showing you guys the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless line. This is their foundation and their powder. So I don't really have a whole lot to say as an intro because we're going to go through the whole review process, and then at the end of the video I will show you kind of my basic face routine, including both of these products. So if you want to skip right to the tutorial, I will have, if you're watching on your computer, I will have a little note up there for you guys to click so you can go straight to the tutorial. Or if you would like to do that and you're watching on your phone, I will have the time stamp listed down below in the description bar so you can skip straight to the tutorial part of this look. But if you are interested in hearing about the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless line, please go ahead and keep watching. Alright, so this is what the product looks like. It is just that square or rectangular bottle with the square top. Now, this looks exactly like their normal Fit Me line, except that the new writing on it now is blue for the matte and poreless line. But that is the only thing that looks different on these. I believe that they come in the same shades, but I am not positive about that. I'll try to research it and let you guys know, but I believe that they do come in the same shades as the Fit Me line, which is pretty much the best part about this. Is that it is marketed towards girls with oily or combination skin, but it still has the same color range, because usually what happens is if they release a product for a certain skin type, then you lose the colors, or if they release it for a bunch of colors, then you lose the specific things for different skin types. So that is what I love about this product, that it comes in all the different skin tones and it is for specifically combination or oily girls. I believe this product retails for $7.99. I believe the powder does as well, but I will check for sure and let you guys know with the links in the description box. So anyway, let's chat about this product just a little bit. I love this foundation. This is the only foundation that I found that really works to mattify my skin, keep me from getting oily, because I do have very oily skin. This product is so great for it. If you have combination skin, this might even just take care of the mattifying without even needing a powder, or if you have regular normal skin and you just want to have the matte finish, you might even be able to use this without the powder. But I feel like finally we have something for oily girls that still gives us the color range, but the mattifying texture sort of thing that we need. The back of the bottle says that it mattifies and refines pores, matches natural tone, and is a natural, seamless finish, and it is exactly true. As soon as I start putting this on my face, it minimizes all my pores, it makes everything look a lot smoother, it evens my color tone. This is pretty much like a medium coverage, I would say, but it's flawless. I feel like by the end, I mean, you can see my face today, some things might show through if they're really bad, but for the most part this covers everything. I feel like my skin today looks pretty good, and just if you are at all oily or combination skin, this is going to be a wonderful foundation for you. I've been using it for quite a while now. My first bottle is actually almost gone, so I did go ahead and purchase another one. I am in the shade 128 Warm Nude right now, and I'm really hoping to kind of get a little bit darker than this as the summer or spring and summer roll along here. So I did end up purchasing this one and another shade to kind of mix together as I start getting a little darker. So we'll see how that goes, and I can let you guys know, update the description box or something as I start using that. But this is the color that I am right now, and I will keep going on for probably hours if I tell you everything I love about this foundation, but just definitely if you have an oily or combination skin type and you want that matte finish, this is the foundation for you. So there, I'm gonna cut myself off there because otherwise I will talk for hours. The other product in that line is the Matte and Poreless powder. This is the packaging that it comes in. My only complaint about the packaging is that it is a little bit bulky for traveling. So when I try to take this with me, it's kind of thick here. But you know, for the great product, it's kind of worth it for me. It's just, if I had it to do over again, if I could tell them, hey, I would have them make it just a little bit thinner or more compact. But the reason it is so thick is because the bottom does come with a mirror and a sponge, which, does anybody actually use the little sponges that come with their makeup? If you do that, leave a comment down below because I've never found a great way to use them. But anyway, this is what the product looks like. It's pretty much just a regular looking powder, but when you put it on your face, and I only know from experience with this foundation, but when you put it on your face, just anything that the foundation didn't mattify completely or anything that the foundation didn't completely cover as far as pores, this takes care of. It makes your face just look flawless. I feel like I always have like a very airbrushed look when I'm finished with this, so all my pictures look great, I think, and just my skin looks so much better when I'm wearing these. So this powder is great. Like I said, anything that the foundation doesn't mattify, this finishes up. Throughout the day, you are just completely matte, and that is more than I could ever ask for. It is brilliant. Right now, I am the shade 120 Classic Ivory. Oh, that is so painful to say. Let it be known that Taylor is currently listed as something called Ivory. Ivory. But anyway, this powder is very great. It especially works great with that foundation. They just work perfectly together. They balance each other out for whatever one is missing, the other one has. It is obviously colored, so there's going to be a little bit of coverage in there, but I couldn't say enough good things about this powder for you guys. This line is just wonderful. I think that we've been missing things for girls with oily or combination skin. We've been missing these things in the market for a long time, specifically like drugstore stuff. I feel like a lot of high-end lines might have them, but a normal college student like me couldn't afford to like go out and buy a YSL foundation or like a NARS foundation and consistently use that because it is so expensive. So having something that is drugstore priced, very affordable, very easy to access because they sell it pretty much everywhere, it is so much easier, more accessible for us, and it's just something that we've been missing in the market for a long time, and I feel like this just has really taken the cake. One quick note about the powder. If you have a combination skin type, I might not recommend using the powder all over your whole face. I would maybe just put it in the places where you get oily. So if you get oily in your T-zone, which is what usually combination skin has, or just anywhere else that you specifically get oily, I would put the powder there, but I might not use it all over your whole face just because it will mattify you, and if you have any like drier areas, it could maybe show some flaking or stuff like that, and you wouldn't want that. So I would probably only recommend putting this powder in the places where you get oily. But if you are oily skinned all over like me, then I would definitely recommend using this all over your face. It creates a beautiful, flawless matte finish, and it just looks wonderful. So that is all I have to say about these products, I guess, as a review. I don't know how reviewy that was. I mean, I didn't really have any bad things to say there. I can't find anything bad about these products. I love them so much. I will continue to repurchase them for as long as the line is available. I will stock up on them for as long as I can. So definitely loving these two products. If you want to see them at work in my daily face routine, go ahead and keep watching because I will have all my tutorial clips in here for you guys so you can see what I do on a daily basis with my face makeup. So I will let you guys go ahead and watch that, and I will be right back. Alright, so I'm starting off with clean fingers, and I'm going to go in with my primer. Right now I'm using this one that I just got. It is the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer. This is the mattifying primer, so it's great for my oily skin. So I'm just going to take some of that and put it all over my face. So next up, straight after that, of course, is the star of the show, the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation. Again, I am the shade 128 Warm Nude, and so basically here's how I do this, and sorry my bottle is a little bit empty because I've been using it for a while, but I am just going to wait for some product to come out, and I'm going to get some of it on my brush, and it's better to have too little on your brush than too much, so I'm getting about that much. And then what I do is I take a soap dish. I got this one at Target, and I just pat the product all around the soap dish, and then once I have what I want on it, then I'm going to go ahead and start putting that on my face. So the reason I started using the soap dish was because I used to do my foundation by putting foundation, like pouring it out onto the back of my hand and then trying to then take it with my brush and apply it all over my face. And what I found was happening was that my hands get really dry, and so they were so dry that they were like taking up all of the product. They was soaking up all of the product, so I had to use more and more and keep pouring more out to get enough onto my brush eventually to get enough for my face. And so I started realizing, well, that's probably like not a very cost-effective way of doing things. Also, I was thinking it probably is just more sanitary to do it this way because I'll clean the soap dish after every use, and like I clean my hands and everything, so like they're clean before I do things, but I just felt like it was more likely to be clean if I use the soap dish. I don't know. It's just a thing that I have. So if I don't feel like I've gotten enough product, I will just dab a little bit more out onto there. Like I said, always better to have too little and have to re-pour it out than to have too much, because you can't pour that back in there. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply this in buffing motions all over my face, so kind of circular. Also be sure to blend into your neck so you don't have any lines of foundation. So once I'm done with that, this is just a personal thing that I like to do. I like to take the e.l.f. Daily Brush Cleaner and I just like to spritz a couple sprays of that onto my brush and then take a clean paper towel and just kind of swirl it around there to get all that extra product off, because any product that's sitting in your brush and stuff, it can be gaining bacteria and like growing things, and I just think that's disgusting. So obviously I can't like full wash my brushes. Well, I could, but nobody does that. Nobody like full washes their brushes every day. So I usually spritz this on it, and then every couple days I will like fully wash my brush. So just an easy way to get rid of excess products and stuff like that. Like, gross. But now my brush is all nice and clean and antibacterialized, I guess, for the next use. From there, I will also use the paper towel to just wipe off my soap dish. I do wash that every time, but it's just easier to wash it when a majority of the product is gone, so just a personal thing. So my next step is concealer. I'm using the Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Light Diffusing Concealer in the shade Light Warm. This is a gorgeous shade for highlighting if you have a similar skin tone to mine. I just love, it conceals, but it also highlights. It's like a 2-in-1, so I don't have to do a whole lot of work. Just like that, that is what I do for my everyday stuff. If I'm doing something like in particular that's super glam or needs a specific thing, then I will do that. But this is the shape that I use most days. Then, as you could probably already see, I am blending it out with my damp Beauty Blender sponge. Once that is all done, I like to go in and set my under eye concealer with a different powder than I use for the rest of my face, just because I want to make sure that that highlight stays there. So I'm just going to take some of my Makeup Forever HD powder. It's just the translucent one, and I'm going to use that to set my under eye and any of the other highlighted areas. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the powder just kind of goes everywhere. It looks like smoke. So once I've finished with that, then obviously I'm going to go on with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder. This is the shade 120 Classic Ivory, and I'm just going to use that with a big fluffy brush to set the rest of my face. Again, you want to blend that product into your neck just to make sure that there's no weird lines where like your foundation and powder stop. I hope you guys can really tell the difference in like how my face is looking now versus how it looks without the makeup. I think that this makeup does a really great job of like coverage, so loving that. Next, I'm going in with the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Medium Deep Bronzer and just an angled brush, and I'm going to be using that to slightly contour, but mostly just bronze my face. So don't forget to put this under your neck as well. Just again, you want to make that shadow and you want everything to blend well. So once that is done, I'm just taking an angled blush brush. This one is from Luxie. It is the 504 large angled brush. And I'm taking the NYX powder blush in the shade Rose Garden. So it's PB26. This is going to be used in an upcoming tutorial. So yeah, sneak peek. This is the blush that I'm using for my graduation tutorial. So I'm just going to sweep this on my cheekbones. This is pretty much my technique where I just bring it along here. You really want it, I guess not on your cheekbones, you want it on the apples of your cheeks, and you want to keep it fairly close to where your contour would be. You don't want it like exactly in your contour, but you want it just slightly above that. Alright, so once that is finished, it is time to go in with some highlighter. This is like killing me. It is so pretty. This is the Becca highlighter in the shade Moonstone. So I'm just going to bring that with the e.l.f. pointed foundation brush, and I'm just going to dip the brush into a little bit of that and then sweep it on the tops of my cheekbones. And then basically what I do is I just kind of like wiggle it down my cheekbone area. Then I'm going to take my pinky finger, dip it in a little bit of that highlighter again, and bring it on the very bottom of my Cupid's bow. Also bringing a little of it just on the bridge of my nose, just to kind of highlight that spot there. So finally, if I'm going to be out all day, I will just go back into that Makeup Forever setting powder, and I will set my whole face with that just a little bit, just to kind of control oil throughout the day, because I don't want to have to keep reapplying that. But for the most part, if I'm just doing normal things where I'm not going to be like out and sweating a bunch, then the Maybelline Fit Me foundation and powder do a perfectly fine job of keeping me matte. But this is just kind of an extra little step in case I'm going to be like out and about all day. Finally, again, if I'm going to be out all day and I really, really want everything to stay perfectly well, I will use the Urban Decay De-Slick Makeup Setting Spray. This is the oil control setting spray, so some people use the chill, but this one is best for me because it will control oil. So any work that the Maybelline products have done, this will just kind of enhance that. Alrighty guys, so here is the finished face with those products on it. This is just my basic everyday face routine. If I am doing something a little more dramatic, I might use like a cream contour or something like that, but this is just basically what I do on my face for the most part every day. I hope this was helpful for you guys. Alright guys, so that is the end of my review slash demo of the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless line. I'm just going to reiterate the statement, if you have at all oily skin or combination skin, this is a wonderful product for you. We finally have something in the drugstore market. This works well, keeps you matte throughout the day, especially if you have a big event coming up. I know it's like prom season and graduation season. If you have some things going on, this is going to be a great solution for you. Obviously, if you're outside being very, very active and like sweating a ton, it's not going to keep you perfectly matte, but that is not what's expected of these products. They are expected to keep you matte throughout the day of just doing some normal things. So like, if you're out going to parties and you want to make sure that you don't have shine in pictures, this is going to be a wonderful solution for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. If this video was helpful to you in any way, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and leave me a comment down below telling me other types of videos you would like to see from me coming very soon. If you do like this type of video, I have a couple more planned coming up for you guys, so if you want to click the subscribe button down below, you can stay updated with those and all of my other videos that are coming up very soon. So I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching this one, and yeah, I'll see you next time.